In this video, I want to give you a tour of the Natural Bridge KOA just outside of Lexington, Virginia. Now, I'll tell you what, I've done well over 60 campground reviews on the YouTube channel and dozens more on our blog, but I have messed this one up more than anything I've ever done. In fact, I've messed it up so much, it almost didn't even make the channel, but it's such a nice campground that I just can't throw it away and not share it with you, so just bear with me. I'm going to try and put a dress on this pig and make it presentable. Let's just do a tour right now. All right, so the freeway you see off to the left there where the trucks are, that is Interstate 81. And the frontage road we're just turning off of is Highway 11, or also known as the South Lee Highway. Now, if you paid attention on the right-hand side of the entrance, there's also a gas station right there, so that's kind of handy. And now we have a nice long entry into the campground. So what is nice about that is that it gets it a long ways away from the freeway. Now we're going to cruise on up here to the where we're going to check in here in a second, and then we're going to cross back over this road in a little while, so pay attention for this same scenery in a second here. So the whole thing is all gravel roads. All the pads are gravel for the most part. A slight incline here to the office. You'll notice the ones on the left hand side are all pull-throughs, and you'll see a pool coming up here on the right hand side real quick. There you go. Nice pool, not very busy during our stay. And there's the office, so it's where you check in, and there's a real small store. There you go, that's a better shot of the pool. Now we'll go inside and take a look at the store. So just a real small store, some clothing, there's a few essentials in here, just enough to get you by, because it's a few miles to the closest store, so come prepared for that. I think it's 7 or 8 miles away from the town of Lexington, actually, so not too far. Let's pop over the hill here and show you some of the tent sites real quick. And then you have some tent sites right over here. Those are nice tent sites, nice and level, fenced in. And there's our site down there. Let's go do a little walk around our site. All right, so here's our site. There's room for the truck. I had to unhook and kind of angle it off the side, but that's no trouble at all. And then these cones, so here's a spot for septic. Here's your power and water. And here in this cone right here, that's another spot for septic. We're only here for 3 nights, so we didn't need to hook up yet. We're just going to do a quick dump when we leave. But it's nice. You have 2 spots for septic, and this one is actually a downhill run, so no complaints there. There's a couple of sites back there behind us. And as you can see, there is room for the car in our site. Again, we kind of had to angle it back here behind, but no problem whatsoever. There you go, plenty of grass, decent separation from our neighbors, and plenty of room, no obstructions for satellite. It's a nice site. All right, let's continue on. So earlier when I mentioned that I really messed up on this video, the main thing is I did not have the microphone working, other than when I'm out walking around and just talking into the camera itself. So that's the big issue here. Normally I like to call out site numbers as I drive around, but without the microphone, of course, none of it got picked up. But if you notice here on the right hand side, these are all pull-throughs. Most of them are pull-throughs. They're kind of sloped, as you might notice. They're not real long, and the roads on either side are not real wide. So, you know, pay attention to that. Here you have some cabins. The cabins look really nice. We're going to drive up around this loop and head back down the other side. So it's a nice campground. As I mentioned, it's a ways out of Lexington. There's a lot to do in the area, though. Actually, we didn't stay too long, but there's some hiking and biking around here. Now, if we went to the right, that would go down by those pull-throughs we just showed you. This section here is going to be a new section. Now, this may be completed by now, actually, but I'm not sure. but you'll see the new construction going in. You're going to have more cabins over here to the left. You see those going in. Again, real nice cabins. And here are some pull-throughs over here to the right. Those are nice. And then you can see there's going to be a lot more cabins put over here. And I was told some more RV sites as well. If you go here and you stay, maybe you can come back to this this video and leave us a comment down below and tell us if they've actually finished that new section. I'd be curious what it's like. Now these are nice big pull-throughs. There are some trees to think about in this upper section if you want to try and use satellite, or some of you that use Starlink may have trouble. But look at these. These are nice tiered, very long pull-throughs over here. Some more trees to contend with there, but not horrible, right? So when we drove in the entrance, I said we were going to cross over a section of road. We're getting ready to come up to that now. In fact, if you see those buildings off to the left, you would have seen those off to the left as we pulled in. And that's the main road right there to our right. And we're going to cross back up this way again and kind of speed through here just to show you those pull-throughs we talked about when we made our entrance. They're on a hillside. They look pretty level when we drove through. I didn't see a lot of extra pads being used. There are some trees over here, of course, to pay attention to. Again, if you're trying to do Starlink or your TV antennas. Sorry about the jerking around, trying to keep... A long time ago, I did a little survey. Everybody said they love videos that are 15 minutes or less, so that's what I try to do. So bear with me. Let me know if you want me to stop the jerking around in future videos. Now this section down here is where we stayed, and in our mind, this is the nicest. So every site you see, I'm going to do a walkthrough in just a second. So we're going to cruise through here real quick and give you a real quick peek of these pull-throughs. Off the right-hand side is a playground area, and we're going to come up here in a second, back up to our site again that we just toured. So hang on a second. All right, let me show you some of these sites. So we're in site number 33. That's number 33 right there you're looking at. And check it out. Got a nice fenced-in yard, some grass, plenty big, decent separation. This site right here is site 34. Nice pull through. This site here is number 35. So that's kind of funky. You just kind of pull in. You don't really have much of a yard, and people will be driving around through here. So that's number 35. That one straight ahead of us there, that's a nice big one. That's site number 31. So that's number 31 right there. Site number 32 right here. Now we came down, he led us down, he actually led us through right here, so that might be part of a road, I'm not sure. So 32 might be a little funky. Now check these out. These sites here are the premium sites. We tried to get these, but they were all filled up. So this is site number 18. You have concrete patio, you have fenced in area, you have a little sitting area around your fire pit, a table, and a barbecue. Pretty nice. For us, the only problem is right across from the playground, so yeah, maybe I'm glad we didn't get these sites unless you're down there further. So here's site number 19, another nice patio site. Here's site 20. Here's site 21. Those are nice sites. Site 22. Now, this is supposed to be a road coming through. That's not a site, so that's just a road. Here's site 23. Now, that's just me talking here, but now you're getting down site 23. You're kind of getting away from the playgrounds you're kind of down by yourself, these, in my mind, might be the nicest ones in the park. Here's site number 24. Site number 25. And site number 26. And that's at the very end. So it'll be nice and quiet and private down here. Yeah, and as you can tell, nice wide roads, easy to navigate, at least down in this section. And there's a half-court basketball court up there. Well, if you're still here after that cluster of a video, I appreciate you being here. But you know what? That campground was nice enough, we just had to share it. And it's really close to the Natural Bridge Caverns, which is the main reason we went there. And pretty close to Lexington, so if you have something to do in Lexington, it's a great place to hang out. Anyway, you know what? Once again, thank you for sticking through all that. I do apologize when I have the microphone working when I shot that video. Anyway, hey, if you get anything at all out of our videos, if you give us a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment down below and consider subscribing, we really would appreciate that. As always, we hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.